Hey, Roberta. So, from the cards, what I'm getting is that he does love you and he does want this relationship with you. Of course, you have this card where they are carrying a heavy load. Um, it's not too much for him. He can handle it, the workload and time and everything like that. But to not take it personally how he's reacting to you because he just might be feeling that he's not energetic enough or he doesn't have enough attention span to give time to himself or to, like you said, his grandmother and to you as well. So by you saying that to him, with him getting defensive like that with the cards, it's kind of saying that, you know, it kind of triggered him a little to where it's not even about you. It's about how he feels like he's not adequate enough. Like, why can't I give these people this energy, even though I'm starting a new position, a new job? These are just things that he has to work through, but he does love you. With the World card in reverse, it's kind of saying that he's playing catch up. He's focusing his energy too much on what he wants to accomplish, and it's overloading him. And he needs to learn how to meditate and relax and just pull back a little bit. So I guess when you talk to him, according to the cards, just play on that a little bit with him. Instead of saying you're not spending time with me, and I understand that talk is very important. But the cards are kind of saying when you do talk to him, to just be like, how was your day? Everything's okay. Just, it is what it is. And what have you done for yourself today? Just try to push that on him a little bit. Because he does have the King of Swords here. So he is going to go into that defense mode. Because that's what, his personality will do. Their ego will kick in and they'll get defensive about it. Even though they're not seeing that what you're saying is the truth. And that they need to work on themselves and how they handle, energy and exchange. He does have something to do with wanting to move up in this position. So I got a feeling it's going to last for a while, him, having his energy spent everywhere. But like I said, to just discuss with him the practice of meditation. Don't be all Buddhist kind of way on him. Just say it naturally as you would say something, just like, hey, baby, it's okay, just, let's just relax. We don't have to do anything tonight. Let's just relax, kind of situation. He's very motivated. He is. He wants to be that person that can take care of everybody, can take care of you and everybody else. He has that energy about him where if he's not able to take care of somebody, that will really fall on him emotionally, where he will feel worthless. He will feel like, I'm just not man enough, So let him have that, I say. If he wants to feel that he has to be that one, let him feel that way. Don't try to, take that away from him. Because I feel in the past that he has, lost a lot of either his childhood or friends. Maybe just had a rough childhood and he's just working his way back. And this is his way of being responsible, not having to answer to a higher power like a judge or, something like that. I'm just pulling from the past with that. He's letting go of all that. He might have some toxic behaviors by the way he deals, by ghosting or being defensive or, freaking out a little bit. But, that's just him. I do feel that he's going to put an end to helping other people. Whether he has friends or, you know, family that come to him and ask him to help out or do this, or can you watch this, or can you watch this for the weekend, or, you know, whatever the situation is. I kind of feel like he's going to pull back a little bit from that. You know, you have the Empress card there. So with him, you just have to always make sure that he is respecting you in a certain way, that he's not downgrading you or, you know, making you feel bad about yourself. Because if he's getting to that point, then you need to kind of put an end to that with the Death card. Now, I'm not saying end the relationship. I'm just saying maybe not give the energy back. Pull back a little bit if he gets to that point. Now, see, these cards here are in the how you are feeling position. So I want to say, just because he has his energy put elsewhere right now, don't let intrusive thoughts take over and manifest itself into some kind of energy that you need to vent. Focus on the positive, you know, do things that you like to do with the Fool card, you know, be adventurous, be yourself, keep yourself busy in this meantime, okay? Because you have the Devil card here. Now, the Devil card is not evil or anything like that. It's just saying that be wary of toxic behaviors, whether it be drinking or drugs or, you know, flirting with other people to get attention. Just be wary on that and just go do things that make you feel like yourself again. All right. Just be careful with the intrusive thoughts, you know, keep it in the reality, keep it in the now in this relationship, because I do see stability and security for you both, you know, and you have the Strength card there. So of course, to be vocal about your feelings, but not overloaded. You know, be happy where you're at. Make your surroundings calming and, you know, that you like it that way. You know, I don't know if you two live together, you know, or if you're not living together, but either way, make your one room energetically yours. Put whatever you want in it to make you feel at home, or even if it's outside on a patio or a balcony or a garden, you know, just to make that where a place where you yourself can have a sanctuary, okay? Because I got a feeling that he's going to come back, you know, to the personality that he was. You know, a lot of energy, a lot of attention towards you, and things will become nostalgic again, and things will seem like they were before. Because, you know, you both are hanging on to each other here. And it's you two against the world. It's not the world against you guys. So to not fight over it or argue about it, you know, just know that it's you both against you. He's doing this for you, so, and him. So you guys are kind of on the same team a little bit here. And to just fight with, you know, go with each other with that. Because things are going to work out. He's going to be able to learn how to handle his energy. It's just really risky and too much on him right now, you know, because he feels like he has to be on point and on game with everything. So, but he does love you. I mean, those were your major two cards right here, the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So just take that advice. And if you have any questions, you know, go ahead and let me know. Much love.